Let's address another critical issue that the survey talks about, and it's headlined as addressing the twin balance sheet challenge. Now, the chief economic advisor says that there's the impaired financial position of public sector banks as well as large corporate houses, and hence the twin balance sheet challenge is what he calls it. Now, resolving the twin balance sheet challenge would require, as per the chief economic advisor's prescription, the 4 R's. That's recognition, recapitalization, resolution and reform. Rana, Kapoor, let me get you to address this, because he says that in the sequence of the 4 R's, recognition must come first, but it must be accompanied with resources, which basically means recapitalization. We now know that the government is likely to up the recap plan to about 30 to 35,000 crore rupees. And of course, recognition is already underway as per what the RBI has already laid out for banks. What do you make of the 4 R's prescription that the CA has laid out?
I think it's a very lucid explanation for the state of the twin balance sheet, the private sector, as well as what is happening to the banking sector, predominantly the public banking sector. The fact is that we have to also appreciate the fact that there is a recognition issue which is being abundantly covered now, and I think we are beyond that phase. The second phase, which is very important, is recapitalization, and we have to understand the recapitalization has to be somewhat performance linked. The third phase is about, in a way, to also do a lot with rehabilitation, so you create distinction between bad assets and assets that can be rehabilitated where there is preservation of economic value. And the fourth factor is that the incentivization, the motivation for private sectors to crowd in investments all over again, so it doesn't become acts of harassment and acts of delayed investments.
Sure.
That's overcome. And I don't think it's a sequential process. I think it's a concurrent process, because we need to dovetail this back to back. I don't think the economy has the time to do this in sequences. It has to be done concurrently, and all 4 horses have to run. All 4 gears have to move at the same time.